traders, welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is October 22nd, 2021, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, Bitcoin retreating from record highs. But first, looking at the economic events of the day. So there's one major event coming out this morning, 9:30 South African time, out of the European Union. We have a German flash manufacturing numbers coming out and a services PMI number coming out. So that is important. You do want to know about it. Now, tentatively out of the United States during the day, we'll have a Treasury currency report coming out, and also Chairman Powell will be speaking. Now, looking at the various markets, Forex symbols, they take a breather. A little bit of a consolidation, the indices as well. Both the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ consolidate on its highs. Commodities, gold and oil unchanged. While we're looking at stocks, Microsoft rallies to record highs. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So let's first take a look at the Eur Usd at a 4-hour chart. You can see pretty much this is flatlining. I mean, this is really, just hitting that support level at that moving average, at the 8-day moving average, right in between the 8-day and the 30-day moving average, and not budging. So that maybe is a time for the sign of the times, because this week has really been just a roller coaster of a ride. The U.S. markets rallied to almost record highs, while the stocks are moving higher, but the markets are not moving higher, and they are on the highs. So the currencies are just digesting the news, I believe. If we look at the GBP USD, also pretty much unchanged. If we look at the Aussie USD, for all intents and purposes, really unchanged. However, let's jump into commodities as well, and that's really unchanged. 1786, we were trading at 1777 yesterday on the gold, so that's really not a piece of news. Now, looking at oil, also trading sideways, all right? So markets are consolidating, okay? And that happens sometimes after major events coming out, and there's a little bit of a question where we're going moving forward, okay? The companies are coming out with decent earnings, but the question is, where are we moving forward from that, okay? Because it looks like the Fed is going to start, putting a little bit of a pressure on the interest rates, which will consolidate the markets. Now, looking at the big boards, all right, let's take a look at the Dow Jones trading right now at 35,490 off of its highs. Now, this is, if we look at a daily chart, right there, okay? It's really right there at the top of that range, but we need some sort of catalyst to take us higher, okay? That's something that we need to look for. Now, looking at the tech stocks also is where 15,395, just about 200 points, 300 points from its all-time highs. So something to consider there as well. Now, jumping into the individual stocks, let's look at Microsoft trading at 310, okay, pushing that higher after retracing to 306. This is before the number of next week's earning reports. Now, if you look at JP Morgan, did rally to that new highs of 170, but not breaking higher, okay? So this is a little bit disconcerting that we may see a sell-off after next week, the beginning of November, going into Thanksgiving. Now, looking at Tesla, look at this massive spike, okay, just taking it up vertically to 896. Now, this is pretty strong, as you could see that the volume is there, okay? But again, Tesla is not a bellwether. Tesla is a major company with a big name, but not really something that moves and shakes the markets, because Tesla is not big enough to move and shake the markets, okay? So right now we're consolidating. The volume is lower, so this may still see some upwards momentum as this unfolds. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, all right, we got that little spike yesterday. If we look at a 4-hour chart to 66,000, almost 77,000, but we're tracing there back to our support line, okay? So that's something to consider. If we do break that, that may be a violation, and we may see this retrace a little bit further. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you a great trading day and a beautiful weekend. Thank you.